President, I know there's a picture of you with the President John Kennedy on your wall. By the way, his wall is amazing, and that's what we've been talking about here. But what was your interaction with the President? And
I had virtually none.
Right.
I met him in the Oval Office. I had the call, and I had perhaps one or two conversations about what was coming and how we were going to deal with it. But, you know, other than that, all of my dealings were with Bobby.
Your relationship with Bobby and going out to Hickory Hill, of course, you've been there before with Jackson. One of the most poignant stories I've ever heard you tell is the one the night in Los Angeles when Robert Kennedy was shot, and you were called into service that night with John Glenn.
That was a long time later when Bobby was running for president. And I happened to be in the Midwest at the time and got the news that he had been shot. And I called Ed Guthman, I think it was, who was traveling with Ethel where Bobby had been shot. And I asked where I should go. Should I come out and help Ethel? Should I go back and help the kids, or what should I do? And he consulted with Ethel and said, would I please go back to the house? A group was there, a small group. John Glenn was there and kind of heading up a enterprising group. Would I please go back and join him and some others who were at the house? The kids were going to have to be told when Bobby died. He hadn't died yet. So I flew back immediately to Washington and went out to Hickory Hill and went to the house. It was just horrible. And finally, I went to bed on the couch right as you walk into the place. Facing you is was a couch long enough to sleep on. And when Bobby died, the Secret Service or one of those groups, somebody came in and told me he died. And so I went upstairs, and John Glenn was in his underpants. First time anybody had seen him, I think, in his underpants. But I ain't making that a big deal. And I woke him, and he went and told the kids.
Did you feel like this was, a lot was going on in 1968 from obviously Kennedy's assassination, Martin Luther King's assassination. Were you worried about what was going on in the country at that time?
Oh, Lord, yes. Yeah, I didn't know what was going to evolve on the presidential scene. And I didn't know, I mean, everything was up for grabs.
Right.
And I didn't know whether he had a chance or not. I think he would have made a good one, actually. But no, I was very worried about the whole situation.